That's it. Then to prepare to come out of the pose, release your hands, hold the back bar of the chair, and then bend your legs. Press into your feet. On an exhale, bring yourself up. If you're on the floor, just slide towards your head and then sit on your bolster for Bardhajasana. Bring your legs to the left and turn to the right. Those in the chair, lift your chest. Exhale, turn to the right. Good. See that the feet are under the knees. That's it. You might have to scoot back in your chair a little bit. There you go. You can also press your inner heels towards the front legs of the chair, the outer legs. Inhale, lift your spine. Exhale, turn to the right. If you've already turned to the right, then use your exhale breath, like we did last week, to turn a little more. Deflate the abdomen. Exhale, turn. Then come back through center. Inhale, lift your chest. Press your inner heels into the legs of the chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn to the left. Roll your left shoulder back, drawing the right side of your spine to the right, away from the center of the spine. Soften the abdomen, and then exhale, turn a little more. Good, everyone. And inhale, come through center. Slowly come out of your chair, and then set up for a few standing poses. Oh, that was loud. It's very echoey in here. Good, everyone. If you need the wall, feel free to have the wall. We'll be in Tadasana, mountain pose. Oops, let me lift the screen up a little bit here. Good, in Tadasana, bring your feet together. Good, roll your thighs in. Roll your upper arms from inside out. Lift your chest. Good, now as you press your inner feet and outer feet down, feel as though the outer feet are lifting up. Just like that action at the wall with your feet in the last pose, feel the outer feet lift up towards the outer knees, towards the outer hips. They're not really going to lift up, but have that impression as if they're lifting up so you feel this firmness on the outer legs. Good, open and lift the chest. Then inhale, jump or step your arms and legs apart, Utthita Trikonasana to the right. Turn your left toes in, turn your whole right leg out. Now as you roll the top thighs from inside out, draw your tailbone in, lift your chest. Exhale, come over your right leg. Utthita Trikonasana. That's it. As you press your outer heel into the floor, feel that same action. The outer foot lifting towards the outer knee to the outer hip. It's a very different action than we usually work with, but it's a good action, and you'll see how it connects and links to further poses. From your outer right knee, draw in towards your outer right hip, which will bring your weight towards your inner right foot. Reach the arms from the center of the chest, turn the head and look up. Utthita Trikonasana. Breathe. Then pull with your top arm. Inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward, second side. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. Draw your outer left knee towards your outer hip. Good. Keep the chest lifted. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana. That's it. Grab hold of your ankle or hold your brick. Reach the arms from the center of the chest. Now, as you press into your outer right heel, lift your outer heel towards your outer hip, all the way up towards your outer right hip. So you feel that injection of the outer femur bone. And then on the left side, as you press your inner foot, draw the outer knee towards the outer hip, allowing that outer left buttock to come forward. Open and lift the chest. Feel how that brings a stability to the outer hips And there becomes a slight gripping in the outer buttocks, which is very good. It protects our hip joint. Inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward. Jumper step together, Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. Good, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Inhale, jump the arms and legs apart. Turn the left foot in, turn the right leg out. Reach the arms from the center of the chest. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana. We're all getting organized over here in person. We don't know what's going on over here. We're so used to our own spaces at home. Good, come back to that same action in Utthita Trikonasana. Outer knees to the outer hips. Bend your front leg, step your right hand forward. Pause, bring your hip over your right ankle. Then draw the outer right knee up towards your outer hip to help you stretch the leg straight. As you reach your left leg from the buttock to the heel, draw your outer foot towards your outer hip. Those at the wall, you can use the wall with balance. Press your heel into the wall, draw your outer right buttock forward. Bend your front leg, slide your left foot back. Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward. Second side. Turn the right toes in, turn the left leg out. Feel, prepare already the outer knees towards the outer hips. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana. And as you come into the left side, bend your leg, pause. Take a break here so your hip is over your heel. Then, as you press into your left foot, draw the outer knee towards the outer hip and lift your right leg up. From your outer right foot, draw back towards your outer hip. That same action of lifting the outer foot towards the hip. Good, so the outer hips are firm and stable. Reach the arms from the center of the chest. Bend your front leg, slide back. Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward. Jumper step together, Tadasana. Let's take that pose at the wall. You don't have to use a brick. You can use a brick if you want, but if you don't use a brick, what will be helpful is really stretching that bottom arm down. So we're going to take with our back foot at the wall. So you'll come into the pose, and the sole of the foot will be at the wall. Your bottom hand will be in front of your foot. Top arm is up. So let's start with the left leg up, left leg at the wall. So you start in a mini triangle, then you bend down, come forward, left leg up. That's it. Good, no, so at least have your foot at the wall. Yeah, no, so come up, come down. Do you see here? I'm using the wall. Yeah. There you go. That's it. Good, everyone. Now, from your left buttock, extend towards your left heel and open that hip from the left or from the right to the left. You can reach your top arm up or have it on your hip. Now, as you press your left heel,
I think their connection went down.
I think you are absolutely right. What a beautiful wall you have. I think so. Okay, so.
Let me call Kristen, because I know she's in the class.
Will she answer her phone in the middle of the customers? Probably has it on off.
I don't know. We'll find out. I don't have I don't have Stephanie's mobile.
I could try and email Amy. Amy's pretty responsive.
Yeah, I'm sure they're trying to log back in.
I don't know if she even knows, actually. Let's try Amy. Let's see if we can get Amy on here. Contacts, Amy.
She has to know because either she can't see us or she sees us all on the screen doing strange things.
Right, right. So I would assume she's trying to log back in. If you want, we can go back to Arta Chandrasana, what she was teaching.
Would it help if we log out and log back in?
No, I think they do.
Okay.
She has to do it. So I'm going to text Kristen and Elise because I
just emailed
Amy. Okay. Yeah, I don't have. No, here's a Stephanie. Does anyone know Stephanie's last name?
Lavender.
Amy's not answering.
I'm back. Can you see me and hear me?
Yes,
You got logged back in. Okay.
Wait. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Yes, wonderful.
The computer just shut off.
So you plugged in?
Now it is.
And battery ran out.
Mute us all and we'll see you, only
We
you.
just plugged in when we arrived, but we realized that half of the studio doesn't have power right now, so that was the problem.
Oh, wow.
Okay, second side. I saw Maggie already doing the pose. Did you do the second side?
Well, we were going to start doing it, and we figured you were going to, and then you popped back in.
Were you going to start teaching, Katie?
She's done it before. Yeah.
That would be amazing. But you guys all know what to do. Okay, second side. You can all just stay in your community here. Very good. Okay, now, Sarah, can you use the wall for this pose for your hip? Let me spotlight, Janine, I'm gonna spotlight you because you're at an angle that's good for us to see. Yeah.
I'm taking it very easy on my hip.
Yes, so you could also do this, or let me show you Debbie, because having your back at the wall, Sarah, will be good for your hip. It'll help. Let me show you Debbie, let's see. Debbie has her using your back at the wall, Debbie?
No, I wasn't, but I will.
Oh, okay. I can also show. It's okay. You do the pose. Okay. I think most people have come out. You know what? Let's do, everyone's coming out. If you haven't already come out, you can come out. And let's all do the pose one more time, but this time at the wall.
We're back on. Everything, the computer went down in the studio, but we're all fine now. Okay. Thanks, Amy. Bye-bye.
This is we're having a hickly-pickly day is what I like to say. Okay, you've got your right foot at the wall, everyone. We did this last week. You can use a brick or not. I like to not use a brick so it challenges my bottom arm. Now, press your right heel into the wall and move your left buttock away from the wall. Now, from your outer right foot, draw it back towards your outer right hip. That's it. And as that outer left buttock comes forward, that's already engaging the outer right quadricep, outer left quadricep. That's the way. Exhale, come down, and switch sides. Last time, Ardha Chandrasana. I like to give all these modifications to this pose because it's a very important pose for our pelvis and for our hips. As you press your left heel into the wall, move your right buttock away from the wall. Feel how that already lifts the outer right knee to the outer right hip. Open and lift the chest, breathe. Exhale, come down.
Are your senses.
Take Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog pose, everybody. Feel free to use the wall. I'm just happy to have other people laugh with me that I didn't hear. Now in Adho Mukha Svanasana, as you press your palms, lift your arms up away from the wrists. Roll your triceps to the floor. As you keep the outer hips lifted, move your thigh bones back. Even though the outer feet may be touching the floor, feel them lifting away from the floor to help engage the outer knee, the outer hip. Then you're going to step 1 foot forward, your choice, whichever leg's going to bring you forward to Prasarita Padottanasana number 1. Turn your feet forward, be in concave back Prasarita Padottanasana. See that your outer feet are connected to the outer edge of the mat. That's it. Draw your outer ankle bones in, lift your inner legs up, lift your chest. Turn your biceps forward, shift your weight forward towards the mounds of the toes. Very good, everybody. Now, as you press your thighs back, draw your outer knees back. Either stay in concave back or walk your hands back. Prasarita Padottanasana number 1. Feel here your connection of your upper outer femur bones into your hips. For most of us, it'll feel very light, or it's not gripping like it was in the last pose. So, lift your kneecaps, draw and lift your outer knees towards your outer hips. Do that by activating the lift of the outer heels. So you get that firmness in the buttocks and the hips. Press your palms, lift your shoulders up, breathe. Relax the throat, relax the jaw. Observe your breath. Very good. Spread the mounds of the toes. So from the big toe, spread to the small toe. And feel as though you can lift that outer foot to maintain that connection of the outer knee to the outer hip. Then inhale, stretch your arms straight, lift your chest, look forward. Use the stability of your legs, bring your hands on your waist, inhale, come up. Heel toe to feet in. Jump or step together, Tadasana. Good, everyone. Good. Feel free to have a couple bricks in front of your feet of Tadasana. You may need it. We're taking Ardha Baddha Padma Padmottanasana. This is the pose we're going to do. I'm going to show so you can get a belt if you need a belt. We're going to come forward in the pose. So to begin, from Tadasana, you can bring your right leg up into tree pose. Feel free to use the wall. You can have your back to the wall for balance. It's quite nice. You can have your buttocks on the wall. Bring your foot up into tree pose. Then take your ankle, bring it into half Padmasana. That's it. Grab hold of underneath the foot. That's it. Now pull the toes up with your left hand as if you're pulling the ankle away from the shin. Let the thigh bone release. Now spread through the sole of the foot. Draw the outer right knee towards the outer hip. Good, now maintain that. Press the foot into the thigh. You can have your hands on the wall to bring the hands down or onto bricks, or you can be on the upright position. Open the sole of your right foot. So from the inner ankle, extend towards the inner arch. Draw the outer right knee towards the outer hip. Feel that gripping. Then press into your left foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the right leg. So we did this pose last week, and I just want to show another modification. Remember how we use the wall? So you could use the wall to go down in this pose. You can walk your hands down the wall, and up over. So that's also available to you. Okay, left leg up, Vrikshasana, then half Padmasana. Holding the half Padmasana with your right hand, pulling the sole of the foot away from the ankle. Keeping the right thigh back, lift your chest, draw the outer left knee towards your outer left hip. Either stay in the upright position or slowly come forward. Good. Press the top of the foot into the upper thigh. That's it. Either stay in the upright position and work that Padmasana leg, or come forward and down. Let go of the left thigh. So just let it be passive as it extends towards the knee. And then spread the sole of your left foot. Press into your right foot. Oops, inhale, come up. Good. One more time. Bend your right leg. It opens the hip on the second time a little bit more. Half Padmasana. That's it. Good, Debbie. You're using that belt as a little prop there. Good. Good. Exhale, come forward. Press the foot into the upper thigh. Extend the inner right arch. Open that sole of the foot. That'll help open the hip. Draw the outer right knee towards the outer hip, and your Padmasana might become a little bit more compact. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Good, last time. Left leg Vrikshasana. Left foot Padmasana. Now in the upright position, just feel for a moment that when you extend the sole of your left foot, feel how that brings that left leg closer into the midline. It makes it more compact. So maintain that as you come forward and down. The tightness of the hip will begin to widen your Padmasana. So to enhance the compact of Padmasana, draw the outer knee to the outer hip and open the inner arch of the left foot. Good. Press into your right foot, inhale, come up. Good. Good, everyone. Take downward facing dog pose, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog pose. Feel your Adho Mukha Svanasana now. After the standing poses, and particularly after our last pose of Padmasana. You may feel some more opening in the lower back, more freedom in the legs. Walk your hands and feet towards one another, either concave back Uttanasana or let the head go resting Uttanasana. Good. At least turn your heels out slightly. There you go. Very good. Everyone, turn your toes in a little bit more, like pigeon toe your toes a bit. So you really get that freedom to open the backs of the legs, rolling those thigh bones in. Feel how that releases your abdomen. Even if you're in the concave back position, you can feel how the toes turned in opens and gives freedom to the backs of the legs and to the lower back. Reach your arms back behind you. Pull through your arms, inhale, come up. Good, everyone will take Shirshasana, head balance. Shirshasana. If you're not practicing Shirshasana, you could do the preparations. Nice, Katie, that's a nice prop there. You can take Shirshasana with the chairs. Once you're ready, go ahead and go up. Samabha Shirshasana number 1. That's it. Good release. Good, Debbie, as you press your forearms, lift your shoulders up, lift your side body up, lift up through the outer hips. Now those in Shirshasana, even if you're in the preparation, you can feel this. As you press your forearms down, lift the shoulders up. Roll the triceps in, lift the inner biceps up. Good, now for a moment, flex the sole of the feet as if you're pressing them into the ceiling. As if you're pressing the sole of the foot into the ceiling. That's it. Inner heels up, inner ankles up. Outer feet draw down towards the hips. Yeah, imagine you have a brick, a wooden brick on the sole of your foot, and you can't collapse the foot because then the brick will fall and be very painful. So spread the sole of the foot. That's it, Elise. Draw your pinky, that's it. The outer foot down towards the outer knees, towards the outer hips. Good. Feel how that stabilizes the outer leg, the outer knee. In fact, most of our knee problems can stem from our feet and our ankles. So when we have a knee ache, we really work on the feet first. Reach up evenly through the inner heel. The outer heel also reaches up, but then you draw the outer foot down towards the outer knee. Think of going taller with your inner foot. The tendency is for the inner foot to collapse into a V. Yes. You can have your heels apart, toe mounds together. That's it. Now lift up through your inner foot. That's it. Yeah, yes, that's it, Elise. You're getting it. This is what you were saying last week, how your foot wants to turn, and I can't remember what pose we were doing, but you were like, my foot wants to turn the opposite way. Observe your breath. If you've come out of Shirshasana, take downward facing dog pose. You can take head support. Quiet the breath by regulating the rhythm of the inhale and the exhale. Breathe. Last minute here in Shirshasana. Quiet the eyes. Good, Debbie. That pose is coming along for you. Your Adho Mukha Svanasana, your whole back now is moving towards your chest. See if you can feel that. Those in Shirshasana, press your forearms down. With control, slowly come out of your Shirshasana and take forward Virasana. Everyone can take forward Virasana. Forward hero's pose. Kristen, do you have one of those headstand benches that Katie has?
No, I want one.
That would be good for you, huh?
Yeah, I have 2 chairs at home.
Yeah. The chairs work great, but that's a nice little, it's a nice little investment prop. Yeah, there you go. Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day to all of you out there. Good, everyone. Slowly come up with your head last. You're going to go into shoulder stand now, and we're going to do leg variations in Sarvangasana. So if you need, you can have the wall for the variations, or you can have a chair or the floor. And we're going to be taking, and I should show you, I'm going to show you real quick. You start setting up, and before you go in, I'm going to show you, we're going to work on Padmasana and Sarvangasana today. So I want to show you how to enter that in shoulder stand. So you get set up and then I'll show you in a minute. With yours, yeah. How many do you usually use? Yeah, use 4 today. You can even try 5. It'll feel very tall though. Okay. So I'm going to show you my head view so you can see my Sarvangasana. Okay, come watch real quick, y'all, and I'll show you what we'll do. So you'll go into your Sarvangasana as you do, and then at some point, I'll ask you to bring your legs over, and we'll bring, oh, just got a cramp in my stomach. I've got to let go for a minute. That's what happens when you're talking in these poses. Okay, so when you come over, I like to bring my arms overhead, and then I'm going to bring one leg into half Padmasana, and the other leg into half Padmasana, and I'll bring my hands on my back to come into upward Urdhva Padmasana. Now, before we get here, then you'll change sides, you'll do the same thing, but before we get there, we're going to be in Sarvangasana, and we're going to bend one leg and try to bring that foot onto the opposite thigh. Then I'm going to instruct to bend the other leg and bring it down so you can inch. You can see my foot cut is coming over deeper in Padmasana. And then I'm going to lift the leg up, change sides. But you can see how this Marichyasana foot helps to lower the foot closer to my upper thigh, which I'm searching for. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'll walk you through it. And if you're still working on your Padmasana, then you'll stay with that first variation, working the bent leg. Okay.
Any option for a chair pose, or if I'm doing the chair, just?
You can do it too. You can do the one where the one leg is bent and you're kind of working. You can work like that. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Good, everyone. Salamba Sarvangasana number 1. As you're ready, you can go through Halasana. That's it. There you go. That's it. Got it? You're so close. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah. That's it. Good, be in upright Sarvangasana for a moment. Just settling in. Good. Walk your elbows in closer to one another so your hands walk lower on your back. And as the hands walk lower, keep drawing those elbows in. Balance the weight on the upper arm bones and the elbows, and draw your weight into the elbows to bring your thighs back. Lift up through the soles of the feet. Come back to that flat foot against the ceiling. Forgot the word of that for just a moment. What is that called when the flexing the sole of the foot. We're lifting the kneecaps, rolling your thighs in, thighs back. If your feet or over your face, you're putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the neck. So keep lifting the legs up and moving the thighs back. It's quite a bit of leg work, as you can feel. Now, keeping the legs extended, keeping the left foot extended up towards the ceiling. Halfway lower your right leg. Ekapada Sarvangasana. No, straight leg, straight leg. Ekapada, one leg straight. Yeah, comes forward. You can bring it forward. So stretch your right leg straight, Elise, and bring it forward over your face, halfway down. Yeah, Ekapada Sarvangasana. That's it. Yeah, now press that foot into there. Roll your left thigh in. Roll your left thigh in. That's it. Lift the front of your right thigh up. Good. Spread through the sole of your left foot. Pull that heel up to lift the buttock up. Inhale, lift your right leg up. You can do these too, Maggie, in the chair. Your angle just doesn't go as 90 degrees. Second side. Keep the right leg lifted. Exhale halfway down. Ekapada Sarvangasana. Control is with the right leg. Control is with the right leg. Good. Spread through the sole of your right foot. Feel like there's that block on the top of the foot. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana. Turn the right toes out. Keep the left leg extended. Exhale halfway down over your right shoulder. Ekapada Sarvangasana, Parshva. Yeah, go to the right there, Kristen. Right leg, Parshva.
I can't.
Oh, you feel that in your neck?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, you stay with the Ekapada then. Good. Good. Inhale, come up, everybody. Readjust the hands on the back. Keeping the right leg, lifting your spine up. Turn the left toes out. Exhale, Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana. Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana. Good. Allow the movement to help open the legs, open the back. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Good. Now, bring your legs into Halasana, plow pose. Halasana, plow pose. Either have your feet on the chair or on the floor. Now, you're going to want to take your hands out of the arms out of the belt if you have a belt. Good. You're slipping. Okay. Good. Now, we're going to bring the right leg in first. So you release your arms, have them overhead. I like to have my fingertips on the floor. And then you bend your right leg, and you a little bit have to come out of the pose to get that right leg into half Padmasana. Oh wait, sorry, I want to give you that other option first. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Bring your belts back on if you use a belt. Have your hands on your back. I got lost there for a moment. We're just taking a rest in Halasana. Then bring the legs back up into Halasana. Legs back up into Halasana. Good. Back in Halasana, lift the thighs, lift the legs. Good, bend your right leg and see about bringing that right foot onto the left thigh for half Padmasana. Even if you're in Swastikasana, it's okay. That's it, now bend your left leg and draw the left knee down to your chest and see if you can inch your right foot closer to the left. If you're in Swastikasana, it works well too. Yeah, that's it. Good. Then reach your legs up straight, release that half Padmasana. Have your hands on your back, release. That'll give you stability. Second side, bend your left leg. That's it. Good, you can even just come in and out with that left leg. That's it, Maggie. Good, then bend the right knee, draw that knee down towards your chest. It's a little bit of a Marichyasana. And then see about inching your foot to the right. Inching your foot to the right. That's the way. Then exhale, stretch the legs straight. Now come back into Halasana. Release your hands from your belt. And then take your hands and either, bring that right leg into half Padmasana or into Swastikasana. You have to a little bit lift that left leg off the floor. That's it. And then see about bringing the left foot on top of the right foot for Padmasana. That's it. And then you either just stay there or bring your hands on your back and see if you can lift your legs up. Everyone looks like little babies rolling around on the floor. It's really cute. That's it. Draw your outer knees towards your outer hips. Now, if that's not available to you, be in swastikasana, simple cross-legged pose. Good, that's it, Katie. Tailbone in, fronts of the thighs up. And then release the legs and change sides. It's just a good way to play with Padmasana when you're in the inversion. It's a bit more accessible here in Sarvangasana because we can have our hands and arms to help, whereas in Shirshasana, that's it. Once you've come into that Urdhva Padmasana, that's it, Kristen, good. There you go. Feel the feet slide towards the outer thighs, lift the fronts of the thighs up. That's it. And then release the legs straight, come into Supta Konasana, legs wide. That's it. Okay, put your right foot on that one. Toes of the, press the toe down. There you go. Good, everyone. Then legs together, Halasana, slowly roll out. Good, take a breath there and then slide until your shoulders come off. Rest there for a moment. Just let that go. It's a good way for some of you who I know practice this pose frequently at home. It's a good way to play with the Padmasana. Good, slide until your buttocks come off. And then turn to your side and come up. Open up your mats, please, and have a couple of blankets nearby. You might leave that nearby. And have 2 bricks. Have 2 bricks. Have your bricks nearby. You know what I want to do before we sit in Swastikasana? I would like us to, I'm going to show you. I think this will be helpful for everybody. You don't have to be at the wall. You can if it's a bit easier. But we're going to lie here for Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. And then we're going to play with Padmasana. Same way as we just did in Sarvangasana. This foot's going to come over and we're going to bend the leg and see about being more compact with the Padmasana. And then we'll release. We'll do the other side. And it's a nice way to be with gravity here for the Padmasana. And then we'll see about going into full Padmasana. Okay, so let's do that. Be on your backs. Good, be on your backs. Lift your legs towards the ceiling. Good, now I'm going to give this action because it's good for those of you with knee ache. Take your hand on the inner right knee and move the flesh of the knee from the inside to the out. Grab hold of your outer ankle and bring it on your left thigh. That's it. Then release the hands. Now bend your left knee like we did in Sarvangasana and see if that gives you space to bring the right foot to the left. So much that your foot is kind of hanging off the left side of your thigh. Bend that left knee some more, draw the knee into the chest. Feel how that really opens that right hip even more. And then exhale, release the right leg, change sides. Left hand comes on the inner knee. You pull the left foot away from the ankle like we did in the standing poses. Then bend your right knee Y'all notice how one side is a little bit more resistant? I do. So then as you bend your right knee into your chest, see if you can draw your left foot to the right even more. Exhale, release. Come back to the first side, either half Padmasana. Those who would like to, bend your left leg, go into full Padmasana. That's it. There you go. Now, if you're in half or full Padmasana, draw the outer knees towards the outer hips and see how that makes you compact. Reach through the inner ankles and the inner soles of the feet, the inner arches, and press the tops of your feet onto your thighs. Feel that in your outer hips. And then exhale, release, extend both legs straight, Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. Second side, bend the left leg in. Either play with that half Padmasana, or those who would like to go to full Padmasana, come to full Padmasana. Draw the outer knees towards the outer hips, open the sole of the foot, so the backs of the feet press onto the thighs. That's it. So it's as if the Padmasana is opening from the inside out, but your outer legs stay firm. Outer legs stay compact. Good. Exhale, extend the legs vertical. Reach your arms overhead, palms face up. Roll your thighs in, spread the soles of the feet, move the inner knees back, outer knees back. Reach the arms away from your hips. Exhale, bend your knees, turn to the side and slowly come up. Good. Sit in swastikasana with your right shin forward. If you need to sit on height, feel free to sit on height. That's it. Good, now in swastikasana, swastikasana is the first child of Padmasana. So this pose teaches Padmasana, teaches us what to do in Padmasana. So press the outer edges of your feet down onto the floor and draw your outer knees back towards your outer hips. Interlock your hands, Parvatasana. Even as your outer legs move towards your outer hips, allow the inner thighs to release. Allow the abdomen to draw back towards the spine. Exhale, release. Change your swastikasana. Walk your feet under your knees. Pressing the outer edges of the feet down, extend through the inner arches. Change your Parvatasana. Exhale, reach your arms up. As you press the outer feet down, draw the outer knees towards the outer hips. This also moves your sacrum forward and helps to lift your spine up. Exhale, release. Change swastikasana. Now this time in swastikasana, bring your ankles away from the under the knees. So be in a short swastikasana. That's it. Take your right foot and see if you can bring it up to your left thigh for half Padmasana. Keep the knee relaxed as you bring that foot up. That's it. Now, those who want to stay here, walk your left foot under your right knee and be here for swastikasana. Those who can do Padmasana, you bring that left foot up for Padmasana. That's it. Don't force it. Don't force the knee if the knee is bothering you. You just stay with half swastikasana. Now, press the tops of the feet onto the thighs, outer knees towards outer hips, Parvatasana in either swastikasana or Padmasana. As your arms lift up, press firmly the tops of the feet to the thighs. Very good, everybody. Bring the arms back, draw the sacrum in and up, open and lift the chest. Exhale, release. Good, now stay in whatever pose you're in. Come forward for forward Padmasana. Keep pressing the tops of the feet. Any amount, come forward. It's a whole different forward bend, that pose. Walk your hands in towards you, slowly come up. Have your bricks for Tolasana. You can even do this with half Padmasana. Place your hands on your bricks if you need them. If you don't need them, you don't have to use them. Lift your knees, press your palms, exhale, lift your hips up. Draw the legs up towards your chest. Breathe. Good. Exhale, release. Release your left leg, release your right leg. Stretch your legs out straight, Upavishta Konasana. Open the backs of the knees. Press the inner outer knees down as you spread through the soles of the feet. Good, second side. Right leg comes in first, left leg be in a loose swastikasana. Lean forward, bring your left foot on top of your right foot or right thigh. And either walk your right ankle under that left knee to support it, or you can even use a blanket. Those who are going into full Padmasana, right leg comes up. Press the tops of the feet down, outer knees towards outer hips. Exhale, change the interlocking of Parvatasana. Feel the pressure of the tops of the feet on the upper thighs. And open the feet from the outer to the inner. So spread the sole of the foot as if you're trying to bring the top of your toe mound flat onto your thigh. As the arms come up and back, sacrum forward. Exhale, release. Come forward, forward Padmasana. Walk your hands in towards you, slowly come up. Place your hands on your bricks. Press the tops of the feet onto the thighs. Exhale, lift up. Tolasana. The more you press the tops of the feet onto the thighs, outer knees towards outer hips. Good. Exhale, come down. Open the legs, Upavishta Konasana. Upavishta Konasana. Roll the thighs in, press the tops of the thighs towards the backs of the thighs. Lift your chest. Good, then bring your legs into Dandasana. Dandasana. Bend your right leg, Janu Shirshasana. Janu Shirshasana. You're either going to stay here, those who would like to, you'll bring that foot up into half Padmasana. For Ardha Padma Padmo Paschimottanasana. That's it. And then come forward, hold your left foot. Just like our last poses, whether you're in Janu Shirshasana or Ardha Baddha, outer right knee towards outer hip, drawing that right shin bone towards the ankle so you're making a compaction with that Padmasana. Pull your chest forward, either stay upright or exhale, bend your elbows, come forward. Keep the inner left leg descending, inner right ankle towards the inner right arch. Spread the sole of the foot. Breathe. Let the right knee be passive as that inner knee opens towards the outer knee to help draw the outer right knee towards the outer hip. Very good, everybody. Inhale, come up. Release that right leg, extend it into Dandasana. Second side, either Janu Shirshasana or half Padmasana. See that you're still moving the skin of that knee from the inner to the outer so that you keep that space in the knee joint. That's it. Come forward, hold your right foot. Good, draw the arm bones back, pull the back body forward. Either stay upright or bend the elbows, come forward. Feel the action in the left leg. Outer knee towards outer hip. Left shin bone moves towards the right ankle. The top of the right foot moves away from the ankle, even in Janu Shirshasana. Open the sole of the left foot. Inner ankle long, inner arch long. Then inhale, come up, release your foot, release your Padmasana. Be in Dandasana for Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift your arms up, lift your chest, sacrum forward. Exhale, come forward, hold your outer feet. As you descend your inner legs, pull your abdomen back towards the spine. Exhale, come forward. Paschimottanasana. Bending the elbows, releasing the sides of the neck. Feel free to be in the upright position. That's it. Hold your outer feet, Elise, and just stay upright. Yeah, even bring your feet apart a little bit. Yes, that's it. It's a good place to be. Open the backs of the legs from inside out, like our Uttanasana. So the backs of the legs go wide. Outer feet towards outer knees. Allow the inner legs to release. So you feel now, you can close your eyes if that's helpful. As you spread the backs of the thighs from the inside out, rolling your thighs in. Feel a broadening come across the backs of the legs, the buttocks, and even the low back. Soften the abdomen. Spread the back body from the center to the sides. Then inhale, stretch your arms straight, come up. Release the feet and slowly come up. Whatever you want. Come onto your backs. Be in Baddha Konasana, holding your ankles. Baddha Konasana, holding your ankles. You feel free to use a strap around the fronts of the ankles. Bring your hands under your body, palms face up. Palms face up. So you're using your arms as a support for Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. Lift your head slightly and lengthen the back of the neck away from your shoulders. Gaze inward towards your chest or close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Once the hands are locked onto the ankles, see if you can release and let the body go. Just fall into that support of your arms, the earth. Relaxing the abdomen. Letting the pelvis open from the inner legs to the inner knees. If this bothers your knees, you can just let go the ankles and be in a very loose Supta Baddha Konasana. Then slowly release your ankles. Bend your legs, place your feet on the floor. Extend the left leg out, extend the right leg out. Seeing if you can keep your arms close into your body as you came out of Supta Baddha Konasana. Let the upper arm bones roll from inside out. Let the right leg bones roll from inside out. Shavasana. Let the legs go completely. As the inner legs release towards the outer legs, feel your outer hips begin to release and let go. Let the buttocks go. You'll feel the abdomen completely relax once the lower body has completely relaxed. No need to hold the abdomen. Let the abdomen be free. Release and let go the arms from the shoulders to the elbows, to the wrists. Release and let go the jaw. So slightly separate the top and the bottom palate. Relax the tongue from the tip to the root. Gaze inward towards your chest. So allow the eyes to completely move down towards the chest. Softening the space between the two eyebrows. Relaxing the forehead. So the top of the forehead that meets the hairline, feel as though there's a waterfall on the skin, just allowing that space to descend towards the chest. Let the whole body surrender inward towards the self. The practice of yoga, according to Patanjali in the Second Yoga Sutra, yoga is the cessation of movements in the consciousness. Yoga is defined as restraint of fluctuations in the consciousness. It is the art of studying the behavior of consciousness. Yoga shows us the way to understand the functionings of the mind and helps to quiet their movements, leading one to an undisturbed state of silence. Yoga is thus the art and science of mental discipline through which the mind becomes cultured and mature. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, the second Yoga Sutras of Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Slowly begin to take some deeper inhalation breaths, just gently guiding you back from Shavasana. On your next inhale, bring your hands inward towards your abdomen, rest there for a moment. Allow the eyes to open here on your back. Just gently allow them to guide you open there. Bend one leg, bend the other leg, place the feet on the floor. Then reach your right arm overhead. Slowly turn to your right side, resting there for a moment. Keeping your head descending, press yourself up to a seated position. Observe the body, observe the mind, observe the breath. Keeping your chest lifted, bow your head, surrender to that space within. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being so patient with the new setup. Good to have some friends in the room with me.
That was awesome, Stephanie. Thank you.